hit start streaming. I'm going to jump back over here to the... Did the one stream end? Okay, now the fish.
Not what I saw.
Okay, well, that would be good because I'll test that right here. I don't need this running. I'm gonna go. If this posts on this stream, then I'm running two streams simultaneously from two different instances of OBS at the same time. And there we go. Robert came up on Twidget. Oh, the subscribe button's a little too big. I'm going to have to move it. I don't like that there. But I'll deal with that later. Cool. So this will work.
Vegas World?
Vegas World?
Yeah. The game that...
Oh, that Josh was playing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That also in Twidget, really? It puts it on both places? Oh yeah, the app's Twidget. It doesn't care. Okay, that makes sense. So I need to remove Twidget from the second app by doing this. This is awesome. So now, Tony Wallow says good evening in the other one. Tony, can you hear me on the fish stream? And then I will have everyone in Zoom say something because I think this is picking everything up. So if you would please go around the room and say hi, Tony Wallow, on the fish stream, please.
Hi, Tony Wallow.
I do. Okay. Cool. But I bet if I press the microphone button. Okay, Robert said can hear, and then he says no more. Okay, good, good. What I find interesting is I can do two streams at one time on YouTube. That's interesting. And another...
Devices, I don't see why not.
Well, it's two different instances of OBS, one device. I mean, but I can't run the fish cam on this one because it's being used over there. Now that's where a second camera or third camera would come in handy.
Have you got the fish cam going?
Oh yeah, fish. I got the fish stream going.
I don't see it anywhere.
I'll post the link. Hold on.
Well, I mean, I'm looking on your channel, looking at all the videos, which is where I would expect to find it.
Well, no, it's under live. That's actually under. That stream is actually going to be under Fish Tank Live ! Live stream. I've got to change the name.
Okay, all right.
Because I do the same thing. I'm like, where the hell is this at? It's under my... Oh, wait. It's a sub-channel or a second account on my first account. So... Did it hurt?
They made you verify your new channel?
Correct.
Were you able to use the same phone number that you
Correct.
used the initial channel to verify this channel?
Correct. And email. Yes, yes. Everything's the same.
Hey, Jim. Hey, Jim.
Yes.
What game do you play?
Very few, quite frankly. Mostly World of Warships. I played a little bit of Cyberpunk, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Minecraft?
No, I don't do Minecraft.
No. Josh, the answer is stuff that we had this discussion before, I think, and if I remember correctly, the answer is stuff that you can't play without a graphics card.
That would be correct.
There you go. Simple answer. I like that.
And that is absolutely correct. I've dabbled with Fortnite a little bit here and there. I don't quite get it.
Well, I can like Fortnite, no problem. So I misinstalled Fortnite. What was it, 3 days ago? 3 days ago?
Nah, surprise.
I would be, I'd also be surprised if you could play Fortnite on that system without a graphics card.
On your aunt's system or your system?
No, not on my,
Okay.
on my,
And there's new deal.
Okay.
I find that difficult.
So try this link. That should take you right to the right place, not
Where are
to...
you putting the link? In Zoom?
In Zoom, yeah. In Zoom.
Okay.
That
And I
is
opened
super
it up
cool.
I opened the game up over TeamViewer for like a minute, and it seemed to play the introduction video. It seemed to be just fine.
You know, that's the introduction video. Try doing some gameplay. The introduction video doesn't take anything. You can run that on a freaking potato.
I've seen clocks run on potatoes.
so what you saying, Jimmy, don't attempt it?
You can attempt it if you like, but I don't think you're going to be happy with the results. You're going to be able to load the game. You're going to be able to play the introductory stuff. But if you actually go in and try to play a game, if you get anything more than about 20 or 25 frames per second, I'll be stunned. Which means it's going to be a horribly laggy experience.
Let's see if this nonsense works or not.
Reminds me of when I logged into my work computer from home over dial-up in 2000. I could get there, but it was not a pleasant experience.
Oh, it's painful.
Let's see if that little box changes in the regular Zoom stream with... Oh, look, it does. Wiser audio now. Wiser audio now. Wow.
Well, did it change because of your home internet connection, because of your work internet connection? Or because of the computer?
The only reason I have is because I want to do gaming with someone else. I want to do 2-on-2. So like doing the professor or you doing or you or guys. I don't want to be complaining by myself.
The professor's got news for you. The professor also doesn't have a graphics card in his computer. He won't be doing things either.
I apologize for the fact that the water's coming through. I'm trying to set some filters. Clearly this isn't working. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of it. That's why I just said I apologize. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of it. That's why I just said I apologize.
But the only reason I want to do one-on-one with someone else is because I want to come up with different content. I don't want to do the same content every night.
So that was weird in that I've got, because it's coming from the microphone from Zoom from this one, has to be. Because when I go back to Ricky Fowler, I have there is audio with that, but it's not coming through for some reason. I'll have to work on that. That's pretty cool though. I like how that works.
I mean, if you guys want to see the content every night, I'll do it, but I'm not saying, you know.
Wintermute asks, is the delay different? You know, I don't know if the delay is different. I need to time that on the other stream, but since it's such a simple stream of it's the fish tank and the fish tank only, I've never really checked the timeout. Very good question. I like that. I'm going to test that right now, as a matter of fact. I am watching the fish over on my other monitor. I'm going to go into that OBS, and I'm going to shut the streamer at the bottom off, or the the scroll, whatever you want to call it. So I just turned it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Girl's already gone.
It took when I said 13, it went away on mine. So
It was gone. It was gone long before that.
really,
Yeah, re-engage it. Let me know when you actually do it.
okay. 1, 2, engaged.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds before it showed up on the screen. Yeah,
There it was on mine. That's the difference between what you get and what I get. That's wild. That is wild. So that kind of answers. The delay is a little bit different, I'm guessing. I don't know. But again, it's not going to have a lot of bells and whistles, so we're good.
Maybe Tuesday morning I'll make a video. Although I don't really get many views on it when I make the video. Maybe I'll ask people what they want me to play.
I think you've asked that in here before, and again, you want to play what you are comfortable playing, what you like to play, and what you think is going to draw your viewer base and subscriber base, for that matter.
Yeah, but I don't want to play the same stuff every night.
How many different Nintendo 64 games are there?
Not that many.
10?
I'll check.
I pretty much got everything that I can think of. Everything that I can think of.
I have no idea. But I understand not wanting to play the same games over and over again. So let's say, until Greg gives us a definitive number, let's just say there's 10 games. Start game 1 Monday, game 2 Tuesday, game 3 Wednesday, until you go through all 7 games. And then your 8th day of streaming will be game number 8. 9 will be 9, 10 will be 10. Your 11th day of streaming will be game 1. Unless you can get different games to continue going forward.
393 games.
Oh, then you could stream a different game every day of the year. Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. Now, will all 393 games be supported to be played on your computer?
That would be a flexible hour.
If they're made for Nintendo 64, then he's using an emulator that's called Project 64.
Right. Should, yes. Should. And the other thing, by doing that way, Josh, is you're going to find out what people are interested in. Let's say you get to the 23rd game and all of a sudden your views go from 50 to 235, and the next night they go back down to 50. Well, then you know they really like that game. No matter how successful or how bad you played it, if your views go up, they like that game. Just
I don't think Alex is going to download all the games.
why can't you download all the games?
And someone let me know what they are, yeah.
Well, two different people said there's 393 games. That I'm sure it's Googleable.
All you gotta do is type in Google Nintendo 64 ROM.
Well, I don't want ROM. I want RAM.
Or to read-only memory.
I know. And
I
RAM is random access memory, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Okay.
just gotta be careful with some of them websites that you click on the right thing because some of them have ads and stuff. You're liable to get something you don't want.
Well, I asked you to download things, and I'm still waiting on you to download.
We talk about the Southern talk. Yeah, that's Googleable. Okay, it's a word. I just made it. What's the guy's name? The comedian? Oh shoot, we were just talking about him the other night.
So again, you pick me
Dan
up,
Aykroyd?
No,
and
he,
you have, like you do any other thing you know. The more I ask, the more you're not gonna do it, so why do I even want to ask?
You know, I just give you a hard time.
Yeah,
What show were you talking about, Jim?
he's a radio. He's on the radio. I don't ever think I've seen him on TV. His tagline is, he says the stupidest things you can think of, and he goes, I swear to God, that's the truth. That's how it happened. No matter what the joke is, that's his tagline.
Never heard him.
If I find him, send you a link. He's funny. I just can't think of his name.
I asked you to look up those games because I can't see the reason.
What is his name? Doggone it.
Do you remember the old guy from Louisiana who was the cook?
Oh yeah, I don't remember his name, but
Like
yeah,
our own tea.
yeah, guarantee. Yeah,
I'm happy for you to see me.
yeah,
That was one of his other lines. I'm happy for you to see me.
yeah.
Dustin Wilson? I believe that was the guy, yes.
Sounds familiar.
Had a big hat on all the time.
I know, Gus. I'm trying to teach you a lesson in patience. I can't so many can't expect me to jump whenever you say. You can't expect me to say out whenever you say jump.
Bye, kids. I'm going to see you later. It's after midnight.
It is 16. You're getting better.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
Good night.
5:30 came off early this morning.
I'll bet. I got to be up and down at the VA in the morning. Well, afternoon, but I'm going to leave well in advance because I've never been there. I want to make sure that I don't get lost, which I know I will.
Sounds like a wise precaution.
Yeah, well, I'll get lost. By how my brother was describing how you get there, I'll get lost. I just want to be early enough that I got a cushion so that when I get lost, I'm not late.
Google Maps is your friend.
Yeah. Robert will.
It doesn't
Robert.
always take you to the right place.
No. What is his name? Donnie Baker. His name's Donnie Baker. That's not his real name. That's his stage name. But Google Donnie Baker and listen to some of his nonsense because he's funny. He is funny.
My mom had an appointment one time and you could not find that place on Google Maps. Google Maps would not take you to that place. So we drove around and drove around and finally had to call the place. Say, where are y'all? And when we got there, they said, you can't find us on Google Maps. It's not there.
Was it hidden in the woods somewhere, or what was the deal that you couldn't find it on Google Maps?
I forget, this was a while after. I just remember, the one thing I remember about it is that you can't find it on Google Maps.
Okay.
Where you used to could, and you might can now, but it's been several years ago.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen instances of where that happens.
It might be like a new construction and development or something. New building.
Here comes Robert.
What the hell?
No, he says RM. He hadn't changed it yet.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
I'm surprised. Oh, wait a minute. That cannot be the correct. Oh, that's Columbia. I looked at the wrong clock. Yeah, it's 20 after 5 in Darren's neck of the woods.
Don't do what it's going to come down to. I'm just not going to have Alex do anything for me.
That day will never happen, Josh, and you know it. You're going to do something. You're going to screw something up. You're going to need to get it fixed.
What did you just say, John? You don't stop asking me for stuff. I don't think so.
How much do you want it back?
Well, let me get my odds paper. Hold on. Hang on. Hold those thoughts. I got to grab my odds paper.
Remember the other day when you said you didn't want to talk to me anymore, you said goodbye? Well, 30 minutes later, you was calling me. That sounds like we don't believe it.
That is true. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the outro button. This seems like a pretty good time. We've been over 2 hours. Outro will run. I hope. Oh gosh, you know what? It might run on both instances. I gotta go check something out.
We fight like brother and brother. The only problem with that is we're not related.
Wait a minute. Did the outro play?
Not yet.
I know. I'm seeing. I'm not liking it. I'm not happy.
You ever watch, you ever watch The Odd Couple? That's me and Alex.
There it is. Did somebody say something died?
Well, so it was playing on my end, then it quit. But it played on my end. Yeah, okay.
It just now played on my end. Just now played on my end. And let me see if it ends. It should not end automatically.
Yeah, I'm seeing the outro now.
That's crazy long, stupid lag right there. So, Robert, it completely ended on your end?
Yeah, I didn't say that, then that ended.
Is the fish cam still going over here? Fish cam's still good.
Yeah, and when you cut the scrolling message off, it almost instantly on my end.
Yeah, and then now the outro played twice because I pushed the button twice.
Yeah, it's playing now.
Should be playing.
Yeah.
That is right there what I would call
But now Friday, it was yesterday, it might have been Friday, it was sometime. I was buffering very bad stuff, and I sent my internet company a Facebook message, and about an hour later, what they done, they fixed it.
wow. Now the stream should have ended. I'm not sure why it didn't. Let me go look at OBS and see what's going on here.
Stream is done basically for me.
It should be done, but it's still, well, of course, then there's a 30
Well, I
second.
was a little behind it and I had to catch up. That's why I didn't see it right away.
If it doesn't shut off here real shortly, this is odd
I'm
because.
seeing the spinning circle.
Okay,
It's been doing that for a little
there
bit.
it goes. Wow.
Sometimes YouTube's been doing that with me, not just on yours.
I'm doing that for me too.
Okay, and then as long as the fish are still running, and they are, which makes sense because that's on a second OBS, good. So I don't have to set that up and run it later. I can just turn the lights out and walk away. So Good deal.
And you are gone.
Yeah.
The stream ended 15 seconds ago. Although it took longer than 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's
So I have two questions.
okay.
When do you think I need to throw in an outfield like you do? Or do you think I don't need it?
Is that one or two questions? Two.
That was 2. I think it was 2. Might have been 3. So the
Basically
first
the
question,
same question.
yeah, basically. So your question is, when do I think you need a what?
Intro.
Oh,
Throw in an outfield.
entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you. And Alex, because Alex is going to be the one that's going to do it for you. I would say set a number in your head of the number of subscribers you think you should get to, and then set it at that number, do your outro or do your intro, and then set another number in your head. When you get to that number, do an outro. Now here's the problem that you will run into doing that. You're doing everything through OBS, yes? You will only have one monitor at any one given time, yes? So when you switch your scenes, people are going to see what you're doing on that, because you don't have the ability to do it on a secondary screen so that it switches on the stream, but not that they see that you're doing that.
Nope.
So I would say set a number in your head and go from there. And then also please realize that if you do this, when you guys, everybody should be seeing the OBS with the outro, right?
Yeah.
So pretend this is out. This is what's going across. Right now, just pretend only thing going out over YouTube is this. So for you to switch a scene, you have to bring up OBS. So now what's showing over the stream is OBS, and when you hit the button to go to the outro, then you're still in OBS until you go up here and minimize it. Now the difference between the setup that I have, I can do at any one given time, I can do that. I can close OBS, but you guys won't see it because obviously I close it. But at any one given time, I can push a button and it's going to do a different function. Now, having 2 monitors, if I wanted to watch it on OBS, I would just move this to my other monitor by grabbing it right here, moving it over there. I'll go ahead and close this out. I'll close out my icons. So now, if I bring back zoom, which I can't do because I'm sharing my screen, when I hit the button, I can see the function on OBS. It goes from whatever scene was running to whatever scene I'm currently running, which is the introduction. Oh, if I want to run the outro, then I just jump down to the outro. And I don't have it set up yet to where I can do that with one button. I press the outro and it's there. Nobody on nobody on the stream can see that because it's off the canvas, so to speak. So you got to consider that. You have to take that into consideration.
Where do you get the Twitches from, Jim?
The Twidget? The Twidget's an app, and how that works.
Do you think I could do something like what you're doing? With it?
Yes and no. Probably more no than yes, but sure. Anything's possible, Josh. How I get Twidget is I went and downloaded this app called Twidget. And when I go to stream, I go into, well, I'll grab, here, I'll show you exactly how it works. I'll grab the current stream of the fish tank. I go up here to share. I click on the link. I close this. I'm going to go ahead and put this back over here. I start. I paste the link in there, and then connect to Facebook. Now, any app is not set up. The app is still in development mode. You don't have access to switch it or registered user. Well, that's weird. I've never seen that.
Well, the way I'm reading the chat now is through my phone.
Correct. I understand that.
So I want to have the comments come up on screen somehow to make it easier.
Okay, so now you guys will see Twidget has come up. Now to make that come up on the stream itself, I designated over here in OBS. I think I got one in here. I designated a Twidget source. If I turn it on, if you'll watch down here in that box right there is Twidget. So we bring Twidget back into picture. I'm going to hit Tony Wallows. So to do this full demonstration, I'm going to shut the streamer off so we're not distracted by that. I'll bring Twidget back into picture. When I hit select, there it is. Okay. Now it's a little off right now, so I'm going to grab the Twidget box and put it right there. Then I'm going to bring the streamer back. It's still off. Go ahead. Yeah, Twidget's for. No, Twidget is this app right here. This is the Twidget app.
No, what I mean is when you install Twidget, that's what it comes. There's a couple of penalties and we're going to Alice for.
No, you have to go grab it.
Where you grab it from? Where you do it from?
www.twidget.com. I don't know. Let me look that up in a minute. I don't remember. So it's a browser source and it's a local deal. And you go in there and you make all your settings. Now I'm running a special little thing, which is all this nonsense in here that makes it have the green and yellow and purpley background thing. You don't have to have that. I just happen to like that because I don't want to change anything. I'm just going to hit cancel. So your question is, where do you get that from? You go to... Can I get back with you on that tomorrow so I have a day to think?
Don't answer this. Don't answer that question. It'll create more work for me.
I'm trying to make the channel more accessible.
Accessible for who? Twidget makes it. Twidget has no accessibility for anybody but me. Only thing Twidget does is it makes it look cool that you guys' comments can come across the stream, and you get to see.
But I don't want to have to look at my phone.
You're going to have to look at your phone every time you see it because you got to choose what you're going to post. You're not ever going to get rid of that. The only way you'll get rid of that I can think of is if you can get some kind of a reader to read your chat only and it be in your ear, then you get rid of it. Otherwise, you're always going to have to look at chat. I run a separate instance of, let me show, I mean, your logic on this is not, as Dr. Spock would say, illogical. So, this is what I do. I start the stream, stream's up and running. I can do it from here. I just find this is difficult to read. So I open a new tab, I go to YouTube, Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it don't show up. If it don't show up, I go to my channel and open it up. So this is currently running. I open it up. I make this box about the size. I can read this a whole hell of a lot easier than I can read that. I don't know why. I don't care why. So now the next step in this whole process is I bring that up. I take this box right here and I run it to the other monitor. I put zoom fully expanded right here. When something pops up, I can hit select, and in 35 seconds or whatever, there we go. Tony Wallow says hello. I do. Okay, now that looks terrible because settings went bad, so I'm going to refresh the screen, and that solved the problem. You're still going to have to look at chat. Whether it's chat on the screen or chat on Twidget, you still got to look at something. Unless, in your case, you can have a reader that reads this. And then the problem that you'll run into, unique to you and you only, is you have to be able to select the button. And if that can be done from verbal commands, you need to patent it and make a hell of a lot of money from it. Because right now I don't think you can do that. So
So how do I get like a technical difficulty screen like what you have?
oh, that's okay. Well, okay, technical difficulty screen. So I'll just basically. So right. So technical difficulty is right here. I went to the internet and I found a technical difficulties.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Sounds like Auntie's getting upset. So here's the technical difficulty in my downloads, right? So we're gonna remember where that's at. Downloads. We're gonna close that. We're gonna open up the instance of OBS that's currently running, and we're going to go to my technical difficulty scene, which is right here. And in 35 seconds or however long oh wow, look, it's instant. Now, what you just saw me do here on your stream, they're going to see you do there because you don't have the ability to either move it to a second monitor and or get a stream deck and push the button. Now, if I want to go back to... No, I can't do that. I have to physically move this down to here because I don't have this one plugged. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to go to OBS. I'm going to grab a scene. I'm going to call this Fish Tank Live. I'm going to go grab the scene, which is Tank of Fish.
You need to go through there. You need to go through all the icons on your stream deck and make it. Go find or take a few little pictures and put them on there as your icons.
No, more importantly than that, I need to get them grouped together and do other things first. So now I've created my scene. I'm good to go. I can close this. I'll press the button I just created. And if you'll watch in the background, it should have, and it didn't. God doggone it. Make sure I did that right. Fish Tank Live, Tank of Fish, Tank of Fish. I'm going to press the button again. It's not switching for some reason.
Maybe it's in another collection. Maybe there's more.
Well, first of all, let me make sure it works here, which it does. As long as it switches in OBS, I know it's going to switch in YouTube, and it just did. So I'm going to go back to here. Oops, here. Then I'm going to bring this back up. OBS Studio, unless it's tied to my other. So I'm going to go to Scene. I don't have collections. I'm going to go into the scenes. I'm going to click on fish tank. It shows that it's a fish tank. It says fish tank. I'm going to press the fish tank, and I'm watching OBS. And it's not happening. So now what I want to do is I'm going to bring this instance of OBS up. I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to make it go across the whole scene. I'm going to bring up technical difficulties. Now I'm going to hit the button, and look what it does. Now it's black because I can only run the fish tank on one instance at a time. So I think this might be tied to this version of or this might be tied to this version of OBS, and I need to figure out, can I get it tied to this one? Now how can I do that? How can I test that theory? Well, I can come back here to the first page. I can press interruption. Actually, let's bring the fish tank back up manually.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt you 1 second. Tell you I got to leave. I'm about to goes off here.
No problem, Jeff. It's getting late.
Got up too early this morning. See you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Night, Jeff.
Okay, so now we got the fish running. I can see it on OBS. I can see it over there. I'm going to go to my 8th page. I'm going to press the... no, I'm not. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to hit interruption. Yep, I think that is the problem.
Oh, we need Gary links. Long puzzle.
Huh?
We need Gary links.
Oh, Gary left when I accused him of snoring instantly. Yeah, I think he got mad. Seriously. I didn't know if it was Chris or Gary. I was doing something else. So, yeah, I find this to be real interesting. Now, I wonder.
So basically, that's no problem with what I want to accomplish.
No, I didn't say that. I said it's going to be difficult. You can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. If you want the people to see the behind-the-scenes deal, then they're going to see the behind-the-scenes deal. Because you only have one monitor.
Well,
If you don't want them to see it, you're either going to have to get a second monitor or figure out a way to put it on your iPad or your phone.
There is a way to do that. There is a way to connect your iPad to your computer. And you basically, your iPad as a second monitor. But there's one major downside of that. It's lag gets thick.
yeah, I know. Well, that's something I want to look into.
So there's an app called Space Desk. SPACED.
Don't, if you want me to check out stuff, that's going to be
Okay. And you just download that app on your iPad, install the program on the computer, and then it will connect to whatever iPad to connect to your computer as a secondary screen.
yeah, that's really annoying.
Okay, I'm going to try something. The buttons are working. There's the interruption. The YouTube stream's not changing because I'm not in that OBS. I'm on this OBS. So I'm going to actually literally close this OBS down. And I'm going to bring up my other version of OBS. And then I'm going to click on that. That worked. I'm going to click on technical difficulties. That worked. Now I'm going to hit the introduction over here. And it doesn't work. I want to get rid of this. Then I'm going to re-add the scene. I'm not even going to mess around with the name. I know what it is. Well, I guess I am going to mess around with the name. No, I guess I'm not going to mess around.
That's me the name of the app when you get a chance.
I am. Give me a second.
So this is missing
No, it says reading that.
remote
Reinstall
control.
the Stream Deck and try again.
Oh, okay. Can I run two instances? No, surely to goodness, I cannot run two instances of Stream Deck at the same time because I've only got one Stream Deck. All right. That's sort of. Why did it let me do it a while ago when the other OBS was running?
I don't know, you gotta plug in, and the Galto remote plug-in is missing.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna actually.
Oh, that's because the Elgato remote plug-in for OBS. You'll be under the control menu. You see if you got it under the control menu in OBS.
I will check this out eventually. Is there an app with it?
Yeah, you download an app on your iPad and you download the program on your computer. And when they see each other, they connect.
Okay.
And it makes your iPad just if you have physically connected another screen to your computer, it makes your iPad act as a second screen.
Okay.
But it's a little laggy, but it works.
Okay.
The stream.
Hold on, please. Do me a favor. Don't text me anything else until I get home and I'm able to put this on the computer because I don't want to lose it. Because I don't want to put. How's it getting off? What do you want?
Okay.
But I don't want to pull back from my custody to find it. So wait until I text you and then I'm able to get this on the computer.
Okay, you need to go bed because you're in there having a kid.
So I will catch up with you guys tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
She's gonna go in there and pull the plugs. What she's gonna do? Okay, so this Stream Deck box that I've got up is tied to the second or the first OBS I brought in. So now I'm gonna verify that that's going to work by going and grabbing a scene, and I'm gonna name it whatever. I'm gonna go grab the scene, tank of fish. I'm gonna press the button, and it does work in this version of OBS. And since I can't show the fish because the camera's being used on the second instance of OBS, that works fine. That makes sense. I got that. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need it on this one. Now I'm gonna close this instance of OBS. I'm gonna bring up the instance I'm running, which is running the fish tank. You can see that. I'm gonna bring this back, and now I'm gonna ask Alex, do you think we can tie this on this OBS or not?
Do I think you can buy Stream Deck on that version?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
And well, I can't reinstall Stream Deck then because I can't have two versions of that. I know that.
Well, you can export your profile, you can export your settings into a file from Stream Deck, and you can uninstall Stream Deck, reinstall it. Whatever you need to do.
Well, you just talk about me wanting to do things a difficult way. That just sounds like that's too much work for me. Why don't I just create a new profile?
Different settings.
Should be different settings, right, Greg?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to grab a scene. We'll put it right there.
But there's only one, my point is, there's only one set of buttons for OBS. There's only one type of OBS in the Stream Deck. And if you want it to ever be tied to instances, there can be two tabs for Stream Deck, two tabs in the Stream Deck software for OBS, one for one and one for the other, but there's not.
And if I reinstall it, then I might as well kiss that profile goodbye.
Unless you export on your settings and then import it. You can export it from Stream Deck, you can get it from OBS.
Export the settings from OBS into the new profile and
No. Export, make a file of your settings from Stream Deck, and then uninstall it and reinstall it, you can import it back.
the one would still be tied to the original OBS though.
Yes.
Right, so there's no sense in doing that. The whole thing I'm trying to accomplish is to get OBS to function over here, and it's never going to function over here because this Stream Deck is tied to this OBS. If I hit the button intro, it's going to go right to the intro. If I hit the button interruption,
Even if you had two Stream Decks, I don't see how you get that to work. Because in order for that to work, if it's needed, you have to have two separate.
right, and I agree with you. I don't think you can. No, that's fine. I mean, that's honestly, that's fine. It was just a thought. I don't mind doing it this way if I want to show the technical difficulties. There we go. I don't mind going down here and showing that.
Most people, they didn't design like this. For most people, of course, only one person.
Correct. And for him to do this, every time he has to change. So here's unfortunately the reality of what's going to happen if he does this.
Oh, I know. He's going to have to show his OBS every time.
Like he does now, correct. You're correct. Every time he does a stream, he starts it and he has to minimize OBS and then he starts playing his game. So to change the scene, he's going to have to, unless he can hotkey it, I can't even believe I'm saying this, if he hotkeys it, he might be able to do it with never showing OBS again. Might. And it's a thin
But
might.
that depends on whether OBS uses it's like these mail and and private programs, and it's just hassle. It's definitely a whole lot easier to just program a button, have a OBS folder on the Stream Deck, and have a bunch of
We don't care. We don't care which one this is. So this is the original one. Sure, he comes in here to settings. He goes down to hotkeys, and then he sets up whatever he wants to hotkey it to. For example, if I wanted to hotkey the introduction rather than have it on my Stream Deck, switch to scene, I could use the number 1. I'm going to apply it. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to go to this, which we know is nothing. I'm going to hit the number 1 and look what it does. So you, and it would be you doing this, you could hotkey about 4 or 5 scenes for him, and he would never have to come in here, show OBS. Again, I'll show whatever this scene is. That's going to kick over to where my main screen, I believe. And it does, which is the main zoom. Zoom's not running. Well, it is running, but I'm sharing my screen. Again, I'll take my finger, I'll press the number 1, and it takes it right where I want to go. So you could hotkey it for him, Alex. Whether or not you want to do that or not, that's up to you. Well, I caught what you were saying. I caught what you were saying, not to tell him how to get the app, because it's going to be more work for you. I think every one of us would agree that if he gets this, you're going to be the one doing it for him.
Why is it Josh can't do anything on his own? We're all calling Josh all the time in the day.
Well, because A, he's lazy.
Cowards.
He's lazy to begin with, and B, he's going to go to the excuse of, I can't read. I can't read unless I have my phone right here. Okay? He's going to go to that excuse. Now, if Alex would just do what I would like to see him do, and that is start TeamViewer, and tell Josh, do it yourself, and if you run into problems, I will help you out. But I got big money on that's never going to happen too.
Multiple times, you know, you can get one. You know, he has downloaded. You know, he has downloaded, Dane and done, so if I say in a while, anyway, I can up over 64 times, I don't really listen to anything. Because I know he can do it himself.
Well, he's going to mess the computer up again at some point in time. That's going to happen. I can't put a time and date on it, but he's going to put so much junk on there that it's just going to bog it down, screw it up, and he's going to think he can fix it, and it won't, and then he'll call you, and by that time, it'll be so beyond repair that fresh reinstall and start over again. I get the fact he's got a disability. I get the fact that he can't see. I get the fact that he can't hear. But that does not give him the right to make Alex do all his work for him.
He's trying to do too much too fast.
I would 100% second that. And the thing that Alex has to do, and Alex would accomplish this before I would, or Robert would, or Chris would, or Greg would, or Rick would, and I'm not picking on us. Alex has to tell him, you do not have to do your stream the way everybody else in the world does their stream. Now that's coming from someone that does his stream the way everybody else in the world does their stream. Okay? Because I am. I mean, seriously. Doug had Zoom. Oh, that's a good starting point, sure. And he'll develop it into what he wants.
I feel that way too. You kind of get away from that. Way too fast. We started last week. We wanted to get it to a point where you are with you doing this for.
Yeah. He might. Yeah.
I realize it's going to take time for that to happen.
Right. Right. And I think it's great he's up to 45 subscribers. I really do. I know where the bulk of those came from. And again, I did it silently. I can probably get him 15 more subscribers tomorrow, and he'd never know where they came from, and that's fine. I don't want any. Yay, good job, Ken. I could care less. I think him streaming from his phone or iPad will be disastrous. Just my opinion.
Yeah, but yeah, see, he's gonna have his phone if I close his face and we're gonna see it and it wouldn't.
Yeah, well, there's that too, but
Be a good camera angle to show anything. I have a hard enough time if I'm down the road. I have a hard enough time swinging from my.
yeah.
Especially from my phone, because I'm not really good at holding the phone, and that's the side way where people will actually want to watch.
I didn't say that to be mean. I'm just saying it's a reality. I don't 100% understand why he wants to stream from his phone. Okay? Again, this coming from a man that streams from his phone, driving down a highway in cornfield heaven.
I'm pretty sure one of them do a live video for message. All he does is report it on camera, and he edits all of his edits all of his videos.
I'm here at Survivor. They accepted me. I'll see you guys in 42 days. I will be the Survivor champion.
Okay. Bloody hell.
just had an idea.
Alright.
Wait till Jimmy gets back.
I'm back. I got some bad news. They had tribal council. I was voted off the tribe.
Ah, shit. 2 votes to 5.
I was gonna say, I think it'd be funny. There's some similar to, maybe there's some similar to what Doug did where he took a picture of his office for us to see him video away. For me to, for us to do it as a surprise to Josh. That's what I mean by that is, you all need to go to the computer while he's at work, take the screen, turn his camera on, take a screenshot of his room, send it to y'all so we can all get in here with Josh's background. And when Josh is back at home, and he sees all of us with his room and our background, and that'd be funny. And not tell me about it.
Well, if his room was a little bit less disheveled, sure. But
Yeah, sure, nasty.
no, that too. You do have that capability if you can get the camera at an angle where it doesn't show how cluttered and messy it is. I think that would be funny, but you don't know. Doug appreciated the hell out of us doing that. That really made him his day and made him happy. Would it make Josh mad if you did that? Because you took a picture while I was gone. You know, you got to kind of weigh that. Your call on it. If you do it, I guess I can. Not that I'm the world's most cleanest when I don't have my stuff blurred. Cause
I'm not worried about it. Like if I do something like that, I'm not that worried about it. Like you said before, you can probably get over it.
Now, not to interrupt you, but I'll tell you how it would be funny. If you get a picture of his room, as messy as it is, and you send it to all of us, or you send it to me and I send it back out to all of us, when we do Doug's next live stream on Saturday, if we all shut up with his background, that could be funny.
Well, right now, where you put his camera position, he's in a victim position, and you really can't tell that his room is real messy, and he's got all kinds of crap on his head, I'm sure he does.
I'm sure he does too.
On his bed.
Yeah, he's not the world's most neatest person. I don't have a lot of room to talk, but I will clean things up a little bit.
Well, I have to, if Natasha was a woman, you could clean it around, like if I was around to clean it up so I could get the wheelchair, you know, and that
Right.
over everything.
That's true. That's a good point. And I don't want him to misunderstand me. I'm not trying to ruin his thoughts or his dreams or, make him feel bad. But some of the stuff.
He's just having way too big dreams, way too fast, and
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that. I agree.
I forgot to tell you, Ken. I didn't get up till 2:30 today. I stayed up last night and watched all of American Graffiti.
The original movie?
Yeah, we go out till 4 o'clock.
I couldn't go to sleep last night. I don't think I was super late last night. but I still managed to get up by 8 o'clock to go to church. Get ready to go to church this morning.
I got woke up with leg cramps and about 10:30ish, 45ish maybe. I said, that's it, I'm getting up. And I actually went in and brought YouTube up on the big screen TV in there and was watching some of my old streams and realized this is horrible at times and there's a lot of mistakes being made. Lorna got up. I was talking to Robert and no, I was talking to Tony Wall on the phone, as a matter of fact. She got up and she kind of motioned for me like she needed help. So I said, hey, Tony, I hate to do this, but Lorna's up and she's waving for me, so I'll go see what she wants and I'll talk to you tonight. He said, that's fine. So I forget what she wanted. Something on the TV was off. Then I started working on DaVinci Resolve on the introduction, and I got it to slow down, and I got Darren and BH Ringer and Greg, Natasha, and Jim all working really good. Just right amount of time on the screen, really good. Everybody else was pop, 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 pop. So now I'm pissed. I go in to think about it. I get on Zoom. I show these guys, which was Robert and Darren. They kind of liked it, but I was still frustrated. Then I left. I went in and sat down. Something to do with Lorna again. Next thing I know, I'm sound asleep and on the couch. Sound asleep. I get woke up at 5 after 5. She goes, the zucchini's bread's done. And I'm like, I slept this long on the couch while you were watching your Philippine TV. You were cooking. Unbelievable.
You didn't know she made zucchini.
I knew she was going to make zucchini bread, but usually when she cooks, I can usually smell it because she tends to burn a lot of stuff. So I was shocked that she didn't. And it was good zucchini bread. I had a pretty good slice of it. And then we took the rest over to Mom's house. Now tomorrow, I got to be up. I got to be downtown. Go to the VA. Take her to work 6 to 6. Probably take her dinner around 9 is what I'm shooting for, with the goal of being live by 10 o'clock. That's the goal. Huh?
Where you taking her for dinner?
Well, that's tomorrow night, Alex. That's too far in advance for me to worry about that. Chicken, maybe? I think that's what's thawed out. I don't know.
I know what I'm having for lunch. You know, all leftover Mexican food.
Leftover Mexican food?
Yes,
Ugh.
from last night.
Ugh.
Because I didn't eat today because I had pizza. We had pizza for lunch.
Now that sounds good. That sounds real good, actually.
Yeah, might be a good thing for me to have on a rainy day tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't even look at our weather. All I know is supposed to be sunny and 88 Friday.
You know, we've got sunny 90-degree weather pretty much all week.
Yeah, it's one of the north tomorrow, so. I'm gonna get out, it's gonna be in between storms. There's gonna be a thunderstorm for a half hour, 45 minutes, quit for 10-15 minutes, then start up again, quit for a half hour, and sometime later start up again, 7 hours later, quit again, and
Yeah.
on and off all day. So if I'm gonna get out, it's gotta keep looking out the window and it is raining.
Yeah, this is going to be a decent week. 78 today, 80 tomorrow, 87 Wednesday, 88 Thursday, 87 Friday, sun, partly, sun, 50% chance of rain on Saturday, but that's fine because she got to work, so that don't bother me a bit.
Does it say what the heat index is going to be?
You know, if it does, I don't know how to read it.
You know, the time the rain bothers me, if I'm inside, is when it knocks power out or the internet out.
Air quality's good for, I guess that's right now.
Yeah.
Heat UV index is low because it's nighttime. Hello. No, I think this is just for today. Visibility is, as it always is, 10 miles. You ever notice that? Visibility today is 10 miles. Bright sunny day. Visibility today is 10 miles. Pouring down rain.
See that far.
Because pilots people can see that far. Clear sky to them, visibility is about 10 miles.
Yeah, I do. I understand that, but I would really like to put that to the test somehow and get something 10 miles apart in the sky and go, can you see me? Now, some of you will be offended by this, and some of you will get the joke on this. I'll get up in the air 10 miles and I'll go like this. Are you able to see me or not? And then when you land, were you able to see me? And the guy smacks you and you're going to know, yeah, he saw me. Because you ain't seeing 10 miles on the ground unless you're in the Kansas or Nebraska or parts of Illinois. That reminds me, I got to look something up. Okay, that's doable.
How bad was the wait?
Less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. I was impressed. There was a couple and a child. There was 3. There was us as 5. Another lady walked in with 3, and another couple. So 3, 6, 8. There was 10 of us that walked in about the same time, and all 10 of us got seated within 30 seconds of each other. I was amazed. And again, the young server, the young hostess' sense of humor just blew me away. Can I get a name? Sure, just pick one. Oh, you meant my name. It's Ken. Okay, I'll put down Barbie. You can't get mad. You can't get upset. I mean, that's good. That's quick. Funny. Very funny. And then Lorna wanted to buy their salt shaker or their pepper shaker, the grinder. So we asked them, thinking they'd just give us one. Do you sell the salt or the pepper grinder? She says, I don't know. Let me find out. She comes back. She goes, we do, but it's real expensive. I said, well, we'll take one anyway because she wants one. I said, oh, I've got a question. Do you charge us for the salad? Because usually at Olive Garden you get a salad and breadsticks with your meal. And she said something about, no, we normally don't, but I think you guys wanted an extra salad. I said, no. She goes, I'll take that off of you. And then she stopped and she said, you know what? Why don't I leave this on here because that's cheaper than what the salt shaker is. And I said, and we'll call it even. And we did. So, you know, I really appreciate people like that they're quick-witted, quick-thinking, not looking to screw people over, willing to help people out. It was great. I really found that to be a good experience. And now we're the proud owners of a Olive Garden pepper grinder.
I have one, I got like the one from the dollar store. There's an extra at the top of them. They fill with, to get more peppercorns. That's what the grinder in which they fill it.
We have one grinder that I absolutely cannot stand because I can never tell if it's working or not. I just like buying little tins of pepper, opening the lid, shaking the pepper out, closing the lid, and you're done. Don't use much salt because she was like, do you want the salt shaker too? I'm like, nope. And it was good. We got shrimp and chicken carbonaro, I think it was. What was it?
Alfredo.
No, pan banana. What? Carbonano. Carbonano, carbonana. Nano, nana. I'll probably get killed tonight in my sleep. Make fun of me, will you?
What was that again? Carbon monoxide?
Carbonara.
Carbonara, yeah. Shrimp,
Carbonara.
yeah. Shrimp and chicken. Oh God, she seriously just texted me what it was. Oh my God.
Say thank you, Miss K.
I ain't getting in on that argument. You probably can't see it, but it does say shrimp and chicken carbonara. Somebody said thank you, Miss K. Can you guys hear her?
A little bit.
Pretty good microphone if it picks her voice up a little bit. Oh shoot, you know what? All that just went out over the fish stream. Hey, it's entertainment too. Why I have 2 instances of that running, I don't know. I do though.
You know what would be interesting?
Me winning $1 million?
I know.
Yes.
Start a creative page, creative, what do you call it? A fake Google account where you don't create a Google account that you don't care about.
Okay.
And see how long it takes. Upload a bunch of copyrighted material or whatever to YouTube. You know, see how long it takes for YouTube to say that your channel has been terminated.
Depends on. I would say. Let me gather my thoughts here. Let me play Gary for a minute. Start over. I would say it would depend on what it was you were, the violation, i.e., is it music? Is it video? And the length you're doing it. 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. To shut it down completely, it takes 3 strikes. Now, can you do that long enough to get 3 strikes in, let's say, a couple day period? Probably. To start
You
it.
know, when my Canada buddy got kicked off Twitch, he went to YouTube. He started playing some music. It didn't take him 25, 30 seconds. They killed the stream.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm not smart at creating fake accounts like that. I wouldn't know how to do it. I watched Gigi one night. She's either a kickoff with Bonnie's or the other way around. And she was about 2.5 hours in of constant playing videos over her stream on YouTube, of YouTube. And at about, I want to say 2.5 hours, it stopped the stream. But everybody in the StreamYard said, oh, don't end it because you will be back in a few minutes. And sure enough, she was. I've seen that happen twice. So here's something I do not understand. You know how you can grab the top of a web page or the top of a browser or something and move it around from monitor to monitor? I can't do that sometimes on mine. I'll click on it for days and it won't move. Any idea why it does that?
Don't like you don't have a special taste like I have.
Operator error.
Now I got web pages that are pissed off with me.
Yeah, open winter beat was female, wasn't he?
You know, he's on his way out. I've got to take my own advice and set a time or a number of how many times am I going to allow him to upset people, and then I'll get rid of him. Yeah, Wintermute was accused of being a girl. I happen to know that he is not a girl. I don't know him personally, but through email correspondence, I know his real name. And I guarantee you, he is not a girl. Now, that doesn't mean to say he might not identify himself as, I don't know.
Best thing in time.
Yeah, Tony Wallow's a little bit upset with him as well, too. Part of the conversation was, that Jason kid drives me up a wall. Join the club. Seriously. But I don't know. I can't let him get to Sam Lazar's level of getting rid of him, because that would be not good. I'm trying to figure something out here. There's Greg's HTML for beginners open. I don't want to screw with that. I don't want to screw with that. You know what? I'll just do it this
That
way.
YouTube link I sent you is one of them fake toy accounts or whatever. They got 5 different streams going.
That
At
one,
one time on that channel.
that one from the messenger last night?
No, the one about an hour and a half ago, something like that.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me go catch up on that then.
Of course, all fake toys and stuff.
You mean fake?
She must live. Oh, she does. She lives in Florida. Okay. You sent me a message. You sent me a message on Messenger. Oh, Cocoa House. No. Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I thought that was something else. Cocoa Mini House. Oh. That looks.
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like it got 6 going. It got 6 of them going. One of them's got 1.4 thousand views.
Satisfying video. How to make rainbow lollipop. How to make kinetic sand nails. How to make rainbow lollipop park. Whatever. Yeah, they got 6 of them running right now.
Right.
And you're right. One of them's got over 1,000, almost 1,400 viewers right now. That's just. How to make Play-Doh rainbow. Are you kidding me? The stupidest things, people. Hey, welcome to my new channel. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to take toothpicks and build a log cabin.
No glue.
With no glue, right. Be careful when you lick the toothpicks not to stick your tongue. Sorry. Oh, wow.
The rounded one.
I just realized I can check something. Let me see if my new deal's gotten anything yet. 17 current subscribers. I've gotten, now that's in the last 28 days. I've gotten 16 new subscribers. I just created this yesterday. Content. I've got 2 whole videos. And so far so good. I'm showing being live now. I show 15 people viewed the one from earlier today. And I don't have any violations on this. Thank goodness. I would be really confused and concerned if this channel, the fish channel, had violations already. Now somebody asked me about showing Ricky Fowler in the little window. As of now, I do not have any notifications for copyright for that. My last copyright claim was on April 25th, and that was for music on the fish tank. And again, that just makes me mad, because the next night with the same music, I did not get a copyright claim. They're so hit and miss. Not funny. Hey, Alex.
Yes.
I'm having Wi-Fi issues. Do you have a throwaway Google account I could use for YouTube?
Here.
Do you have a throwaway Google account?
You're not.
You seem to
I
be
do
have.
not.
You do not. Okay, here's one for you. 24/7 rain for sleeping. 2.8 thousand people are currently watching. Some guys, I gotta see what it is.
Well, I mean, you're good for 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Wow. Oh my.
Like two,
Oh my gosh. Seriously, this is a black
3.
screen, and probably is pointed outdoors because every once in a while you can see a raindrop. I'm gonna see what the audio is. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, I got no room to stand on. I'm broadcasting a fish tank with the fish swimming back and forth in a fish tank. That's all they do. And I don't watch it long enough to know if they never stop moving completely, but I just wonder if they slow down enough to catch a little bit of sleep.
Good job.
Was it just as good going down the first time?
Good.
Oh, she did say thank you, Mr. R. Wow, I think my classmates lived in the sun too long. I was going to look something up. So Alex's theory is, how long would it take me to fake account, and then he'd almost have to do it twice, once with music and once with video, and see which one gets taken down permanently the longest. And here's the issue that you have to really be very careful of. Hey everybody, I created a fake YouTube account. Watch what happens in 35 seconds. Boom, it's gone. Well, if I'm showing that over my regular channel, there may be a real good possibility that it goes away too. So maybe I've got to figure out a way to do that. Really good question.
Send it to Alex.
Yeah, really. I get a call one day, Ken, I don't know why my YouTube's not working. It was Josh Kinder's the name I used. I swear it was. But he gets a little upset with you, does he not, Alex?
Yeah. What are you referring to? About what? About a lot of things.
I don't know, but your connection on your tablet's a little rough because every once in a while your audio just goes completely away.
No, that's because I'm trying to do more than one thing on my tablet at the same time. I don't watch it well.
You're trying to zoom and do what?
I'm trying to do two things at once on my tablet and I don't watch it well.
Probably not.
If I'm on the brain and
Probably.
on my tablet on my computer, it's fine. But
Well, I think that's the frustration we all experience with Josh. He's got a brand new, fantastic desktop that was given to him. Why does he want to do all this stuff on his iPad and his phone?
he's too dang lazy to get his ass up out of bed.
Did you seriously just said he's too damn lazy to get his big ass out of bed? Oh my God, we've corrupted him. Oh, I I wished I'd have recorded that. Oh, I should have seen that coming. Good one, Alex. Very good. That gives him a week. That gives him a month of freedom right there. Josh is going to go, why isn't Alex going in the waiting room? Well, because somebody won't get their big lazy ass out of bed. That was good. Oh, hey, Darren. When did you sneak in? Yeah, I did. I knew somebody was joining. I didn't know if it was Gary coming back or what. What is it, 6:30? 5:30? 5:30? 6:30.
Yeah, but tomorrow morning he'll be texting me at 7 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning because he's going to be going to work.
Well, of course he will, because you told him last night, don't text me today, I'm going to my Nana's and church. And what did he do today?
He called me really. He called with him at least out with him at food church.
Well, you were lucky.
Is there an option to return to sender if I can do the email?
I think not answer him. He thought that because of what time he'll get pissed off about it. I talked to him for
Oh, it'll be a half hour. Come on now. I told you the other day he wasn't going to talk to you. Would it take a half hour? 40 minutes at the most? Told you. I told you. He'll call you. About that time. Remember?
I remember.
Take away his admin status on his computer.
Had a brain for it. Yes, no.
Good idea.
Oh,
Yeah. Good idea.
You know, I rarely use a people talking or conversations, or even calling discussions online. People saying they apply for a job, they're going to the interview, they don't get hired the first time. They see the same job posted the second time, they apply for it, they don't get hired. And they do it the third time, and the third time they get hired. So just beg for assistance. Depends on the job.
I don't know. Just keep giving it a shot.
Well, I mean, I know the guy willing to ask him for some particular job. I know, probably 95% of what they're asking for, and so it just baffles me why they don't want to, once there's some physical stuff that I can do, they're not telling me. I have sent emails and not gotten responses. So, any email I have sent, since I have not interviewed by the engineer, has not gotten a response.
You get the generated response, don't you? The automated, thank you very much for applying, but at this time type
Yeah,
deal?
I do, but when I send an email to the person, the contact that I have, as far as the hiring manager's email, I get no response. I back from her personally. Her,
Well, you just did that Wednesday, yes, right? Wednesday or Thursday of last week.
yeah, but I've seen stuff that her before from earlier when I had the interview, and I never got a response. You just deliberately ignoring me, or
I can't answer that question. I don't know. I do not know.
I think with one of these cases, you just have to know the right person, you know.
At the right time, too. I mean, the right person at the right time. That's it. Is this the one at the hospital?
No,
Your college?
no,
Oh, okay.
but it's the only one right now that I have that I would be able to go work, be able to go work in person at.
Close enough that your mom can take you and pick you up both, or just is it still going to be the one-way deal?
No, she'd be picking me up because my transportation would take me.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll hear something this week from it.
Well, both times that I've applied before, it's taken them 2 months to say, to close the position. It's taken them 2 months to respond.
Now, do you know anyone that works there at all?
Yes,
Can you reach out to them and kind of get some inside information, so to speak, on what's going on?
I did a little bit. He said that they had just hired like 2 or 3 people, and I told him they had just reposted that job and I reapplied and asked him about the certification he did. He said he would check on it, and maybe there's an unread message so he remembers. He wanted me to text him so he would leave me as an unread message so he could remember to check on it. I don't know if that would help me. I don't think mentioning that to people up there will help me get a position or not.
Now I don't know. The mere fact that you offer to get certified for the position before you got the positions, gotta make them take notice. Now, a question that comes to mind is, this certification, would it be good for their company and their company only, or can you use it elsewhere?
Well, you can use it elsewhere. It's just very specific. Only reason why I know that because you told me there's only been one other guy that they hired that had the certification before he worked at that particular place. And that's because he worked with another company that used the same software.
Oh, okay.
He had already had but yeah, it's a very specific certification specifically for their software management stuff they do. You know how when you go to the library or whatever, or the college, and they charge you to print pages, and it's like 15 cents per page? Well, the software they use to do that is the kind of software that this company manages and maintains for other businesses. Like this company is the company that if a school or college or library wants to get this software. This company I'll be working for is who they call. It's like kind of printer management stuff.
They make a Raspberry Pi touchscreen now.
Mhm.
I've never seen it. Neither they.
What time am I going to try to get up in the morning? Not 10 o'clock at night, that's for sure.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to base it off of what time I know I want to leave by to go to the VA. And then if I want to get anything accomplished, which I don't, my
I
medicine.
have an idea. Why don't you open up the TeamViewer before you leave? And then TeamViewer into your computer from your phone. Down there at the VA.
Okay. Continue with this idea, and I would do this because of why?
I was trying to be funny. No, you wouldn't do it. I was just trying to be funny. That's what Josh does with his computer.
Well, I could see it if there was a, like I'm going to need to do a Zoom or something, but I can Zoom from the phone, so that's not good. I could see it if maybe I was going to do a stream. Wait, I can stream from the phone, so that doesn't work. Let me think.
I was just trying to be funny.
Can you seriously TeamViewer into a computer from your phone still?
Yeah. Yes.
Did not know that. I thought they got the.
Pain in the butt. You know?
I thought the free version they got rid of that.
No, you can. I mean, I got it on my phone and on my tablet. I very rarely use it. They've gotten rid of a lot of stuff in the free version. The one feature I wish they hadn't made paid only was a feature to disable the keyboard input. But now I can't disable Josh's keyboard.
You should be able to disable Josh's computer. Save him from the head. Save yourself from the headache that you're going to endure.
The other day I said, he told me issue. My response was, I said, I know how you can fix all these issues. And he said, how? He said, turn the computer off and never turn it back on again. And his response was, screw you.
You might want to remind him of the old saying that you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. It just kind of comes to mind in that instance.
He's been doing that a lot lately.
Well, I think he can do it. I think you hit the nail right on the head. Jeff hit the nail right on the head. I think he just gets lazy, and it's much easier for him. I noticed on Doug's stream, he was asking Doug to do things for him that he himself can do. And Doug, Doug kind of shined over it. I don't know.
I'm going to second it and say he likes the attention.
Who, Doug?
No, John.
Oh, John. Oh,
He
yeah.
wants the attention. He begs for it, I think.
Yeah.
And that's the only way he knows how to do it, to get it.
He gives. Apparently nobody pays him to do it.
No, nobody does. We.
The real world.
Well, yeah. I mean,
It's probably just us.
I know, no doubt. It's just,
Well, Natasha.
yeah,
And that's got to be rough because they're
that's
X amount of miles apart. So you said the other day that he thinks Natasha would not want to go to the Ark?
Yeah. That's what I said.
You think that's true?
I don't know that for sure. I haven't asked her.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, not your place to ask, but if he thinks that she wouldn't.
I don't even know for sure if I'm going to at this point.
No, I know. I know. Like I said, will you find out for sure the tentative dates that you're going to go? Let me know. I need about a week, depending on which way we're going to do it. If it's just Warner and I going, a couple days notice is cool. If we're going to try to figure out to go get Josh and bring him from Pennsylvania to the Ark and back, I'm going to need a week. Because there's going to be some logistical hoops that I've got to jump
Question
through.
is, how is you going to get, how is you if you manage to get his people in charge of him at Pennsylvania at his house to agree for you to take him, it's going to be, you pull off some miracle.
Short answer to that is I wouldn't deal with the people of the house. I'd deal with his power of attorney. Long answer is I probably would get some agency with the state of Pennsylvania involved if it came down to it, and then go from there.
That's probably what the group home would have to do in the first place.
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
I would just bypass them. I'm still not 100% convinced they're a legitimate group home, but he doesn't seem to be too interested in pursuing that anymore, so I put it on the back shelf in the barn, so to speak. Logistically, it would be a nightmare because I'm sure he's got medications.
Oh, I know, it takes at least one at like 8 o'clock every night and 8 o'clock in the morning.
You know, just the fact he's got medications is a hurdle. I'm not a blood relative. That's a hurdle. A lot of eyes are going to go, why does this 63-year-old man want to come take this person out of the group home and take him to the Ark? That's another hurdle. Liability, yes. It could be a logistical nightmare. And I have also entertained the thought of, if he says, yeah, I want to go, and they shoot me down, I'll say, okay, who do I need to get in touch with for assistance to get him down there or over there through the state of Pennsylvania or through an organization? The only one that comes to mind right now, and no, this is not going to work, is the Wish Foundation, the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And I know they won't work, but I'm thinking there's probably got to be some kind of agencies out there that could assist in this. But I'm not going to really put a lot of effort into it until Alex tells me, okay, we're going to be there the weekend of July 19th through whatever. Then I'm going to look at it, and if I get shot down about 3 times on it, then I figure that's a pretty good effort, and unfortunately we have to live with that decision or whatever they make. Or there's going to be plan G, where Alex tells his mom and dad, you're taking me to Pennsylvania, I'm going to meet Josh.
That's the only other. If they shoot down all your attempts, that's literally the only way that'd be able to happen is if they took me to
Does his aunt drive?
No.
No, can't use that route then. Because
Originally, it would be if you put into the art visit were the only other method I have is to use the arc as an excuse to go to Kentucky and get from Kentucky to Pennsylvania. That'll be the hard part.
yeah, well, it's another 5-hour drive, so you're right. That would be the hard part. That would be the tough selling point. You might tell your dad, "Hey, I know somebody's got a car for sale up there."
It could be cheap, huh?
Took you guys a second to catch that, but yeah. I don't know, Alex. We'll cross the bridge when we have to. Again, Lauren and I, we're 2.5, 3 hours away. Easy peasy. She can take a day off if need be. Not a problem. If we're going to try to get Josh, it's got to at least be 3, maybe 4 days. Because we got to drive there, drive back to the Ark, drive back to there, and drive home. And that's just a lot of driving.
Especially for an old man.
Yeah. And if you do it between now and June, we're okay. I might have a good chance. But after June, I'm be older, and boy, that's going to be hard. In fact, I need you guys to stay in the same room position you're on Zoom, because I've got tape on my monitor. If you guys keep moving around, I got to pull that tape off every time and put it on a different position. I think Josh does that a lot. I think he intentionally grabs his Zoom like this and moves it down here like that. Now, I don't know if that changes it on your screen or not.
No, it only changes it on your screen.
So then why does my screen from time to time change where you're on the far right and all of a sudden you're on the middle on the bottom? Mine did that twice tonight. I don't follow that.
Just because it does it when somebody joins and somebody leaves.
Nope. Nobody had joined, nobody had left. All of a sudden, Josh and Gary swapped places. I don't get it. I do not understand it. Bug on my phone. Well, I'll go see if I got any horrible notifications on my YouTube yet. Been getting a lot of those lately. And
Bloody hell, you go back to sleep.
probably it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Bloody hell.
I'm convinced if I could drive, I would have been to Pennsylvania a long time ago. A while back, I felt like so, but
I see that there is financial aid out there for that though.
For the Ark?
And transport. 1-800-GREG-GUY. Well, hold on, it says phone might be out of range.
Say what?
Say what?
Only call on Wednesdays.
Yeah, only come on Wednesdays.
After 2:30. Might be sleeping.
Well, I mean, we're joking about that, but actually tonight at dinner, Lorna says, "Well, why can't somebody that lives by him bring him?" I'm like, well, A, nobody lives by him, and B, they're going to have the same problems that we would have.
The one that we find is when we were close to Jim, and Jim probably doesn't want.
Well, Greg's in the neighborhood. He's just, he's not as close. But that you still have the logistical problem of who are you? You know, are you a relative? What's your purpose behind this? The liability, the drive.
You know, they have a lot of communication with a group home before you even attempt it.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point in time, they do have to be involved. And his case manager.
Yeah, 'cause they gotta be on the best well-being for him.
That's true. And you don't know that if he's made them mad this week, just like he made his aunt mad tonight. He made his aunt mad. Let's just leave it at that. No, in the after Zoom. We in the after stream. Now we went a little over 2 hours on the stream tonight on YouTube. It was a good stream, I thought. I gotta figure out how to use that thing Greg showed me about the timer. I really need to figure out how to implement that on everything. And then Josh is gonna want to know how to do that. Alex, you might want to tell him the next time you talk to him here in about 5 hours, he just needs to slow down a little bit. Let things naturally evolve. Don't push it.
You need to know where the complaint is, you can't say, well, what I did, well, I want to do this, I want to do that. No.
Yeah.
You may want to be saying like, well, what I want to say, you're going to say, well, I'm going to let you know. I want to say, shut up, John, and you talking to me.
Better you dealing with him than me. After a while, I verbally put him in his place.
Yeah.
I've had people talking to me, but I can talk on my time.
So I'm gonna test.
Won't listen.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm gonna test. How can I do this? I could shut. How long's that stream been going on the fish tank? Anyone know? 2 hours. Wow. Okay, I'll shut that off. In stream.
Find out why my picture ain't on mine.